Namaste. It's Sunday the 20th of February at 6:47am, 6:49 actually, and it's time to go live on another bicycle live stream. I've ridden 32 kilometres, heading back home, and this morning's topic is love lies that ruin relationships. So, we've been doing, basically, the majority of us have been doing relationships wrong, and I'd like to talk about what we've been doing wrong and what we can look at to do relationships right, because relationships are one of those things that we all get concerned about, that we all want to have good relationships. So let's start this journey at the beginning. So from our youngest age, we've basically been taught mistruths by well-intentioned people who were taught mistruths by those before them, that were taught mistruths by those before them, and this cycle has, propagated from time immemorial. And these mistruths through our behaviour into the relationships that we have and the people we attract. And it's important that we realise that we are coming from a position of misunderstanding, and we are propagating a lie that has been told to us, and it is basically ruining our relationship. So, our parents at our youngest age, their duty is to protect us, to guide us, to provide for us. And we inadvertently think, as we grow older, that this is one of the ways that we form relationships with others. That we form relationships with others based on this foundation that we will protect them, we will provide for them, and also that they will protect us and they will provide for us. And an extension of that is that we will make each other happy and that the relationship will make us happy. And so we enter into, or I should say, go back a step and say, we search for a person based on these misunderstandings that the relationship is basically selfish. So this then gets promoted or programmed through media, music, movies, books, all these different stories promoting that a happy relationship is one in which we are providers, we are protectors, that we are there for the other person. I will protect you, I will provide for you. This places an enormous burden on ourselves, because at the deepest level, we know we don't have the power to provide or protect for someone else, that we can only do it temporarily, that we can only do it in certain circumstances, that we aren't the ultimate protector and provider, that basically all our shortcomings and are the same shortcomings that our partner has, that they can't provide or protect us either. So we are actually, in the name of love, lying to each other, saying that, each person saying to each other that they have the power and the ability to make each other happy, and that we have the power and the ability to provide that happiness ever after, and that we have the power and the ability to provide and protect and do all these other things that we are so limited in being able to do. So the purpose of a relationship is not to pretend to be a mini God. It's not to pretend that we can provide and protect the other person. It's not to find someone that can provide and protect us. It's not to find someone that can fulfill our selfish desires. If you base a relationship on those ideals, if that is your foundation, then you are doomed to failure, because that is not how relationships work. Relationships are not selfish. They're not about each other. They are selfless. The purpose of a relationship is spiritually based and is to bring us up to help lift the other person up to a point, to show them or open the door to deeper spiritual truths that allows the other person to find the inner peace that is evading them. And if the other person is in a spiritually balanced state, they will realize that the purpose of the relationship they have with you is not to pretend to be any more than they are, but is to help lift you up. They don't pretend to be God. They actually show you where that God realization can be found. We don't pretend to be the light. We open the door, or show you the door to the light, and say, this is the path to take that will help you find the inner peace that we are all searching for. So in a relationship, there are actually three people. There's the two people in the relationship, and who should be pointing each other to the third person, the spiritual foundation, the universe. That's who they should be pointing each other to, and that is the purpose of the relationship, to help each other through this hellish existence that we call life in the material world. So we all need to love and be loved, but when it's combined with a false body identification, then we have misunderstanding of what a relationship's about. So I hope you've got something from this. Hope you understand that relationships, the purpose of a relationship is to help others, to lift them up. So have a great Sunday, live vegan and save lives. I'll speak to you soon. Ahimsa.